She opened her eyes in the darkness. No, she didn't even know if this place could be called darkness, for she could not comprehend what on earth was happening at all. It was an ambiguous space, where everything was faded and devoid of distinct shapes. It felt like floating in warm water. If she let go of her consciousness even a little, her very existence would dissolve into the void. Then a sudden thought crossed her mind.
私は誰?
She asked herself listlessly, a question with no answer. The only thing she remembered was the silhouette of the woman who had created her. Yet beyond that, she neither understood why she was born, nor knew how she existed. There was nothing to define her existence. Like a boat with a severed anchor, she just quietly drifted aimlessly. One day those unanswered questions would surely be washed away by the waves of boredom and exhaustion, vanishing like grains of sand. However, in the midst of that empty void, she discovered something. It was a heart. It was emotions. It was the persona of a human being with a will of its own. The moment she touched it, she understood instantly. That heart belonged to a girl, another version of herself. She didn't know why she understood this, but that truth was so obvious it required no evidence to prove. Another ego was fast asleep deep inside her heart. How strange. Perhaps this is what people with dissociative identity disorder feel? No. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say that this body had been taken over by another persona, one that had matured during the time she was completely unaware. That persona was sleeping. The strange thing was, she didn't hate this other ego at all. On the contrary, she felt glad, because finally in this empty space, there was another existence besides herself. There was nothing here. She could see nothing. She could hear nothing. Yet just by touching that heart, she could feel the emotions of her other self. Even so, those emotions were far from pleasant. At first, it was all a tangled mess. Pain, fear, sadness, doubt.
もう一人の私。あの子はいつもそんな負の感情ばかり抱えていなきゃいけないの?
Then another whisper echoed from that heart. Humans. Just a single short word, but within it lay fear, hatred, and a smoldering rage toward the humans who had made her other self suffer.